If you've been practicing yoga for any length of time, you may have seen other individuals wearing beads around their wrists or beads around their neck and wondered if they had any significance. Well, they do. Mala bracelets and mala necklaces are a tool traditionally used for meditation. So what are malas? Malas are strands or necklaces of beads strung together. If you're looking at a necklace, that strand is going to be made up of 108 beads. And my favorite is the half mala, which is made up of 54 beads. What else makes up a mala? Besides the 108 beads, if you had a necklace, you would also have at the end or in the middle, you would have what's called a guru bead. And that guru bead acts as your stop and your start place. Sometimes in place of a guru bead, they might have a tassel or they might have a combination. In this example, it's just a simple knot with 2 charms hanging off of it. Since malas tend to be personal, you can make it whatever you want. You could have a guru bead, you could have just a tassel, you could have just the simple knot, or you could have some combination of it. The beads on a mala are typically made out of a light wood, such as sandalwood, but more modern takes on the mala, they're starting to include gemstones and precious gems as part of the malas too. Simple one I showed you with the knot, it just has 108 beads strung around it. This version has what are called spacer or counter beads. And that's just a bead that's placed after 27 to act as a pause point, a place to just spend a minute or a moment or two reflecting or maybe repeating a mantra before moving on to the next 27 of the beads. Why 108 if you're using the necklace? Well, 108 is a significant and many times sacred number across religions, across spiritual practices, across things like numerology and math. So it has a really significant number in the universe as a whole. For example, we have 108 Upanishads. We have 108 marma points or sacred points on the body. There is a mathematical equation between the sun, the moon, and earth and its diameter, and it comes out to be something like 108 times greater. It's also said that we have 108 stages in the human soul journey. You also will see 108 on Buddhist prayer beads and 108 beads on a Catholic rosary. So how do you use the mala as a meditation tool? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to count. I'm going to use it to keep track so that my mind doesn't have to. Now, as I mentioned, your mala has a start-stop point. On my 54 or half mala, I've got this small tassel. It is considered the middle or the guru, and the etiquette is that we don't want to cross over that guru bead. So I'm going to either start on one side or the other, and I'm going to go all the way around until I get back to that tassel. Okay, so that tassel lets me know where I've started and where I need to end. Now, what you can do with the mala, what you can count, is you could create a mantra or an affirmation. Something like, I am enough, I am strong. And then as you go through and you repeat, I am enough, you would move along one of the beads. Now for me, I hold it on my middle finger like this. I use my thumb to move myself along as I make that chant. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. I would take my time, 27. That would bring me to the spacer or the counter bead, and that's a place where I could pause, maybe bring in a different affirmation, maybe take a moment of reflection, or even have a small prayer that I could use there. And when that was done, I would take and start again going through the next 27 beads. Another option, and this is the one that I use the mala for, is I use it to count my breaths. Same idea. I'm going to inhale and exhale, and I'm going to move a bead. Inhale, exhale, I'm going to move a bead. And each time I complete a full inhale, exhale cycle, I've moved through a bead. Okay? When I get to the spacer or the counter bead, that's actually where I pause and I put in my affirmation, whatever I've chosen for that day or that week. And then I finish my meditation with another 27 inhales and exhales. Like any practice in yoga, meditation tools, asana classes, you need to find what works for you. I offered you a couple of ways to use your mala in your meditation, and maybe they'll work for you and maybe they won't. If they don't, no worries. Just keep experimenting until you find the right tool and the right style of meditation for you.